Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Coven. So today we're going to be talking all about potatoes in witchcraft and magic and spells. Yes, potatoes. Potatoes are one of my favorite things to use in magic because they're super versatile, they're super cheap, and they are guaranteed staple in my kitchen. So I know that if I have to do a spell on the quick, I know I have a potato lying around, and I specifically use potatoes because they're organic. They're really great source of inspiration to me, and really kind of ancestral as well. I'm really Slavic, so we tend to eat a lot of potatoes. Potatoes are really prominent in a lot of different cultures around the world, and I guarantee that everyone has a special relationship with potatoes. So we're going to talk about potatoes and kind of what they represent in witchcraft and how you can utilize this special vegetable within your craft. Potatoes represent the earth element. They are born and grown underground. They full-heartedly represent the earth element. They are grown and they live underground in the basically womb of Mother Earth until they are harvested up and used by us. So they full-heartedly embody and represent the earth element. They are part of the nightshade family. And for me personally, they represent prosperity, abundance, the home, survival, stability, and they are perfect for grounding exercises. So when you think about a potato, you think about the stability, the hardiness, the structure of the potato. To me, it represents home life. It represents stability. It really represents the home life and more fortitude and survival, and the fact that we're going to get so much nourishment from this one potato. I think it's just a really special relationship that people have with certain food, but potato in general, because it's one of the most used vegetables in the whole world. So potatoes are very special, and they represent a bunch of different things within magic. And for me personally, it's a really big on stability and fortitude and just hardiness. The potato is full of hardiness and really great for home magic and for protection as well. Not only do potatoes represent these whole bunch of things in magic, but they also have really great medicinal properties. A poultice made out of potato juice can actually heal wounds or cure boils. Potatoes are really great medicinally and nutritionally as well. So magically speaking, we can use potatoes for basically any type of spell. And I use potatoes because they're organic. It's a really great substitute for a spell jar. I use potatoes because if I know that I want to bury this specific spell jar, I don't want to bury glass because I know that the earth will reject it. It'll combust underground, it'll reject, and it'll come back up. And then I'm forcing animals to basically trod upon the broken glass, and I don't want to do that. So instead I use potatoes. I carve out a potato, put all of my ingredients inside of it, and now you have a biodegradable substance that you could put safely within the earth. Now, not only do I use potatoes for this, but I use pumpkins, squashes, gourds, anything with a really hard center that you could basically carve out and make it into a jar. So now you have a biodegradable spell jar that you can bury anywhere without really any precaution about, is it going to harm animals in this way? So because potatoes have two basic stages, a sprouting and a rotting, they can be used for both manifestation and banishment spells. So you have your two buckets of magic right there. You're either always manifesting something or banishing something. Those are the two basic categories of magic. And potatoes can be used for both. So imagine how versatile they can be. So if you want to manifest something with a potato, make it sprout. You can put it in water or dirt, you could bury it, make it sprout and manifest your dreams. And I love doing manifestation work like this where I'm growing something because I could visually see my manifestation come to fruition. If you want to banish something, make it rot. The best curses, in my opinion, are the rotten potato curses. Nothing, and I guarantee you, nothing smells worse than a rotten potato. Not even death, in my opinion. It's horrible. The smell is putrid. It's happened to me a couple of times in the pantry, and you will never forget the smell. And a rotten potato curse is probably my favorite. To rot a potato, you just basically leave it something warm and humid, and it starts to develop this ugly black liquid, and the smell is putrid. So there you go. You could use it for manifestation and you could use it for banishment because it has two different stages, a sprouting and a rotting stage. So potatoes are very, very versatile for a lot of different things. You can use it for poppet magic. Poppet magic is basically sympathetic magic where you take a like image of someone's likeness and then you can basically do whatever you want it to do. So commonly known, or more misinformally known, as a voodoo doll. But poppets are very, very old school type of magic. And potatoes are really, really great for this because you can carve out a poppet from a potato, or you can use the actual potato as the head of your target. So down below I'm going to post a Amino post that I did a while back called Potato Head, and it's basically a domination spell where I use a potato as a target's head for basically a poppet domination type working. So another domination type working that you can use with potatoes is you can cook the potato while focusing on your victim, and you can actually consume the potato, dominating them with eating. So it's kind of this really weird old school magic, but domination, you are dominating your target by consuming them. And poppets with potatoes are very, very great for that because you can utilize the potato and make it into a poppet. You can make it into a head. You can consume the victim this way. Potatoes are great vessels. That's what I'm kind of getting down to here. Potatoes are great vessels for poppets, for spell jars, for manifestation, for banishment. You can stuff anything into a potato and make it work. So divination, you can also use potatoes for divination. You can cut them open. I've done this method a couple of times. You could cut the potato open and leave it. Especially, they have Idaho, I think they're called Idaho potatoes, the really big brown ones. But if you cut them open and leave them for a couple of hours, they will start to brown, and you can actually scry with the potato. So you just think of your question, whisper it into the potato, cut it open, and leave it face up on your altar. Come back a couple hours later, it'll start to brown, and you will see your answer within it. There's a couple other divination techniques like counting the eyes on the potato. So obviously, even will be a yes and odd will be a no, or reverse, whatever you believe. Or you can sprout the potato and see which kind of sprouts they look like, kind of use it for a scrying purpose. So there's a lot of different divinations that you can use with potatoes. It's really quite simple. Protection and warding. This is a big one. Because of what potatoes stand for, they're really, really hardy and strong and stable. They can be used for protection and warding of your home. There is an old school spell where you take 4 potatoes and you basically bury it in the 4 corners of your home, outside of course, and that creates a really nice stable ward for your home. So your potatoes are kind of grounding, centering, and focusing that energy and protecting your home in a ward. So that's a really good way to do that. But utilizing potatoes in protection spells is also really great because just what they stand for. So potato skins are really great to wrap around certain charms and things because it'll give it that protection. You can use potatoes for healing magic. There is folk methods where it's a method of transference, it's called, where you take say someone is sick with a cold or with a cough, you take the potato, you hold it onto their throat and imagine the sickness basically coming into the potato. You're going to be binding that potato and then burying it somewhere far away. So basically you have transferred the sickness from the person into the potato, and as the potato rots away in the ground, then the sickness will rot away with the potato. So that's your method of transference. Besides actual spell work with healing, I just said that there's medicinal properties to the potato. You can use the potato juice to actually heal wounds, to cure digestive systems. The potatoes are really, really good and hearty vegetable, and has a lot of different medicinal purposes. Abundance and stability work. So because of what the potato stands for, potato really stands for a lot of prosperity, home, stability. You can use it for manifestation or different prosperity workings. You can do it for money workings, anything of this nature, because it's such an abundant plant and it's such an abundant vegetable. house magic and offerings. So we kind of talked a little bit about basically house protection, how you bury the 4 potatoes in the 4 corners of your home. You can also use potatoes for various house offerings. So if you have a house spirit, or you have, altars for your ancestors or your deities, you can make potato bread, you can make flatbread, you can make latki, which are really, really great mashed potato, basically flatbreads that you can give as offerings. You can give a whole potato as an offering. A potato is a really great gift because it's so versatile and you can do so many different things with it, both magically and mundane. So that is my little video on potato magic. This was inspired by a great subscriber of mine, so I hope you actually enjoyed the video. And if you have any other subscriber requests, please put them down below. I would be happy to jot them down and to make some videos for you guys. So that's it, basically. Follow all my social media down below, and until next time, have a lovely magical day.